Hello everyone, my name is James Klim. Welcome back to Red vs. Blue Season 10 Episode 8 Review. And I'm joined by Chris Strong and Matthew Lake once again.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, and this time Chris has the first word, and I interrupted him, but we're going to go anyway. So Chris, you have the floor. Let's begin.
Alright, thank you, sir. This is Season 10 Episode 8. We start off with the pilot meeting Delta for the first time. And it seems to start off kind of weird. What did you guys notice about the conversation between the pilot and Delta? Was it on friendlier terms? Do you think it was kind of like more... I'm not sure the pilot should like Delta or not. I can't tell, really.
I thought the conversation was a bit forced.
I mean, they did reference, they referenced something from a previous episode. What does A mean, what does I mean? And she's like, I fucking know what that means. I thought that was not really needed, but I think it was more for the fans.
Yeah, they actually referenced quite a lot in this episode. They did it 4 times with the AIs being small, what does the AI stand for, and then the sink thing, that Caboose says automatic dishwasher.
Uh-huh. Oh, and then at the very end with Washington in the car from Revelation.
Well, remember there's also the Star Wars gag in there, which is this one goes here, that one goes there. He's actually back in Recreation, whenever, I think it was Recreation, or sure what it was, that Simmons, and who else was he with? Whoever it was, just doing that whole gag. Alright, which that seemed kind of boring, but skip over to the next part, which is Carolina goes to see CT's body with Washington.
Uh-huh.
And so now we discover, like, what exactly are they looking for? Or is it actually CT's body or not?
Well, aren't they looking for her armor again? You know, because they said that her armor was so important.
But what's so important about the armor, though? That's the weird part.
Well, we haven't gotten that yet.
Yeah. It's kind of like just out there. It's like, well, we'll just say this right here and have fans just guess at it instead of just telling us up front, which they probably should be doing. It's just weird to watch seeing walking up there to the body for no reason.
Yeah. Like I said, I thought this episode was more of a build-up once again, because, like I said, the story's progressing in between episodes. So, like, episode 8, so episode 7, there was nothing, and then, you know, the black screen of, like, in between 7 and 8 where nothing happens, like, you know, us waiting for the episode, that's when they start moving, and then in episode 8, they stop again, and then I think it's just more humorous dialogue to please the fans. I mean, I like the whole Tucker talking to Church. I thought Church acted a bit out of character, because he seems kind of always, like, a dick to everybody, or just super serious, and when Tucker and Church are talking, Church, like, laughs at Tucker's remarks, saying how, can you find a woman that's not a bitch that can have sex with me? But then again, that could be Church, turning a new leaf. That's how you say it.
Well, he is inside Tucker's mind now.
Oh,
so
yeah.
That could have
okay.
enlightened his kind of perspective on the conversation.
I see.
Maybe altered his sense of humor and, like, kind of got his jokes a little bit more.
Uh-huh. That actually makes a lot of sense. So. Okay.
Yeah. But, like, I think I've always noticed, like, Church and Tucker always had that kind of friendlier relationship, though, than Caboose and Tucker, at least.
Yeah.
Caboose and Tucker just still like each other, I guess. But Church and Tucker always seemed like kind of work off each other. Like, so the first episode, even, I mean, that was, like, the second half of the stage for their relationship or their friendship, you know.
Uh-huh.
But, I mean, that scene wasn't a whole lot in there. Next part goes on to the freelancers versus the insurrectionists, quote-unquote, or the UNSC, whichever kind of people these are.
Yeah.
Yeah. In this scene here, it actually was shown at PAX and also at RTX. The scene that we get to here now kind of have a couple new things in there. Let you guys, what were the new things you guys saw from the PAX versions versus this one?
I don't think this was in the PAX, but it's when North throws that, like, bubble shield thing. Did it show, like, the ball go up into the sky and then it did, like, a loop in the sky?
There was just, like, little camera angles like that, which were, like, added in, and, like, Theta wasn't shown in the SDCC.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Version. And there was just like the odd camera angles, but the original footage which was shown there wasn't actually altered. The only thing I actually noticed that was altered, which was a big complaint of mine when I saw it, was actually the drop pod's texture. Sorry, which they've textured it properly now. It wasn't originally, but at least they fixed it.
Yeah, it looked like a really crappy, like almost like a Halo 1 looking type graphics going on, I think. The PAX one.
I did have to say that I liked. I think that they changed the music this time around for the action scene, and I actually liked the music in the PAX one a lot more than in the new one. I thought it was kind of out of place, and it didn't make it feel as epic as I thought it was going to be in the PAX one. But compliments about the scene. It definitely looks a lot polished. I mean, I know in the PAX video it was kind of blurry, but it definitely looks like they polished it. Like, especially when the meta drops in, his freaking helmet's like holographic.
What? But I was gonna say, just like the music was different also in the RTX version, which actually I thought that was actually probably a little better, especially to the flow scene and kind of just was thrown together, kind of like just a bunch of guitar crap, just, garage band type thing.
Yeah, was the conversation between Washington and York changed? Because I remember that like interaction between them two being a lot more funnier.
It was a little bit, because he does say, like, when the Warthog comes over and bashes him, he says "car," which
do you know just before the guy with the rocket launcher smacks York in the face?
Yeah. That part was also altered. They added more dialogue into it.
Ah, okay. It was a lot funnier before when it was just shot.
Oh yeah. Because in the PAX one, when it shows Carolina throw the grenade and they go out and says, "Oh no!" Like, the audience laughed, but I also laughed. And even though I already saw it, I thought I was gonna laugh again. And I'm like, "Oh, okay." And then it just continues.
Well, they probably should not have ever shown this scene at all, because it kind of drowned out what it could have really been. It made the scene seem like less as grand as what it could have been. I
mean, the scene was great. It just was great the first time you see it. The second time you see it, it's not as good as the first impression. But, great scene.
I mean, it feels like they're really building up now to episode 10, which will be the Tex episode. So I guess episode 9 will also be like build up, I'm assuming.
I can't wait to see what the meta does.
These all just kind of seem like fillers. Nothing kind of happens in them at all.
Yeah.
It's just trying to not even like a story point. It's just trying to expand the between of two story points a lot to kind of delay until episode 10 to Tex.
Yeah.
Really quick, we kind of jumped over a scene with Delta and the pilot talking in the Pelican. I love that scene. Yeah. I think that was my favorite, because even though, like I said, it was filler and it was, I guess, humorous, and like we saw North Carolina treating Wash like a little kid, and he's like, "You're all assholes." I mean, like I said, I can't wait to see if we get to see this at all, of Wash's transformation from comedic to serious badass. I can't wait to see that, but I do love the Wash comedic humor, and probably because he was probably my favorite character in the Recollective series or trilogy, and I really enjoyed Delta's little interactions. Like, he kind of ruins the mood, but he's just doing what he was programmed to do. And I overall liked the pilot and the Delta scene. I thought it was funny. Like, while they're dropping thousands of feet, and it's like a serious moment, they're treating it like it's a comical event.
Yeah, I noticed actually an absolutely huge flaw in this scene, writing-wise. Because, was it Reconstruction, when the Reds and Blues are deciding to go to the Freelancer Command?
Yes.
And then Simmons states that a AI cannot be copied.
Oh.
Basically, Delta made a backup of himself.
I don't believe it actually was like of himself. I think it was more like a backup of like the memory storage. I think the memory could be stored,
like duplicating files,
like versions of Microsoft Word could be copied over, but I don't know, can't copy the actual file.
By the way, I did not get the joke between the pilot and Delta where she's like, "Oh, that was a dick move," and he's like, "I'm sorry." She's like, "That was a dick move." What was that joke? I actually didn't get that.
I don't think it was like meant to link to anything. I was just kind of like a kind of typical kind of conversation between a male and a female. Like, oh, you're a dick, and then they're apologizing, and you're like, nah, you're still a dick.
Do you see that to other females? I made a hell of problems there, man. I never say that to females or anybody else really typically. So
females. You
weird
mean
conversation.
Women, girls, females.
Yes.
Okay.
That's what a female is, sir.
Yeah. Anyway, we did not see the Blue Spartan or the Blue Soldier, and we did not see Wyoming. Then again, I don't really give a fuck about Wyoming, so.
No, we have to see his mustache again.
I just don't care about the character. I mean, it's like playing a game or like a movie or like reading a book where like we're supposed to like this character and he's in the thing for like 2 hours and like, oh, I don't care. It's probably one of the main reasons why Halo Reach's campaign was so criticized, because we didn't care about Noble Team when they died. Same with Wyoming. I mean, I know we've seen him in the previous seasons, but I never really cared for the character. And I think they're not. I don't think in season 10 they're trying to make us care for Wyoming because he's barely in the season. But no, I certainly don't care about Wyoming at all.
Yeah, but I think it's because they're not. I think they're just trying to not ruin an already grounded character. I think that's why they're not going to give him a big.
We're at 11 minutes.
Okay, yeah. Let's go and wrap things up because hopefully they'll have another episode 9 before they have PSA. But
doubt it.
The track record of Rooster Teeth is at 4 episodes PSA, 4 episodes PSA, so on and so forth.
All right.
But
it's 2 weeks like your next episode.
Yeah. I give this episode probably like a B. Yeah, about a B. Yeah.
All right. I give it an A. A minus. Like I said, it is a good episode. It's building up like everyone else is good, which is good. I mean, like I said, there was a lot of character interaction, which I liked, and there was a lot of humor, but I liked the characters to begin with, progressing the humor, or saying the humor. A minus, because it was very well done, and I cannot wait to see what the meta does. Can't wait.
I think I'm going to give it, I don't know, either a B minus or a C plus.
Oh.
I really didn't like the episode. It was kind of disappointing. It was just kind of placeholder. The animation, everything, I know I normally complain about the visuals. Animation wise, it was solid. There was no flaws I noticed. But the quality, once again, is a kind of concern, because they've shown what they can produce, like in the first 3 episodes, which is like cinematic quality, and then like these are just kind of getting shoddier and shoddier.
Yeah.
Like getting half-assed. And
I think if they looked like the same animation that we saw with the ship in space, it'd be a lot better.
Yes, exactly. But I did like some of the things that they did, the volumetric lighting and the pelican scene and all that kind of stuff.
I guess you could say like there's so much stuff going on the screen, it's kind of downgrading the quality, but overall, I thought it was still a cool episode. Even though I saw the scene again, I still enjoyed the scene, and I have to give it, points for being an epic scene. But yeah, I give it an A minus. Awesome.
I've got to give them an A plus on fixing the flaws from the.
All right, cool. All right, that is the end.
See you guys next time.
Of this episode review. Next week is the PS. If there's a PSA next week, what we're planning on doing is doing a recap of Season 10, Episodes 1 through 8, and we'll give us our overall opinions and probably predictions of next episodes. So stay tuned for that next week if there's a PSA. And if there's an episode review or an episode next week, then we'll continue our daily episode reviews. So thank you for watching. This was Chris Strong, even though I'm not Chris Strong. Matthew Lake.
Chris Strong.
And Matt Lake. James Productions, thank you for watching, and let us know what you thought of the episode. The episode's in the description as usual. Thank you for watching, and have a good day. Ciao for now.
Bye.